Oh boy, I'm going to do this one because in my last video I was out there trying to find a quick way to make some money, and I tried some of these places where you get paid to take surveys and all that, and guess what I got? I got bugs. My system has bugs on it now, and it's time to address this because you know uh, your laptop, your computer, and I'm talking about Windows. I can't help you people out there with Apples because I don't have one. But with Windows, you start getting bugs on your system, and at first they're annoying, but they can get very, very dangerous very quickly. The first thing you might notice is that when you go searching for something, excuse me, like in my case, I use Google to search, and I started to notice that my system would switch over to Yahoo search. And if you watch the information bar, it went to something called find.myhoroscopepro.com, and then would go over to Yahoo search. And then I started noticing other little things going wrong. And I do have a little background in computers, so the stuff called malware, what it does is some of these programs are very ingenious. All they do is that brief second when you're on the internet, when they get logged in, all they do is download one or two other pieces of malware. And then the next time you log in, those one or two other pieces of malware download two or three more pieces of malware. And before you know it, you got a bunch of these things on there, and your computer is just really starting to not work very well. And eventually you're going to download, one of those things will download something that knows how to get in there and get to your banking information, maybe get some credit card information that you've got stored, or your emails that you've got stored. One of the interesting ones out there is a key click copier. So everything you ever type on your keyboard, it copies it, including passwords and locations and websites. So it's important to get this stuff off your computer as soon as possible. Now, the thing with Windows is that Windows allows you to go in there and try to do this on your own. And you can go out and find all kinds of how-tos on, they might have 20, 30 steps on how to get this stuff off your system. And I spent better part of 3 or 4 hours trying to get this stuff off my system. Then I remembered there is a application out there called CCleaner. So it looks like CCleaner.com. And this thing does everything for you. It goes out and it'll look for bugs, it'll clean your registry, it'll look at corrupt files, it'll do all of that for you. And with a good coupon, you should be able to get CC Cleaner for about $25-30 for a year. And I think it's worth it. It'll do it. You push on an icon and it just goes out there and cleans everything and tells you what it finds, and gives you an idea how much it's cleaned. Now, it's been 4 or 5 years since I've had CCleaner on my computer, so I ordered it. And the first run, what was that, 2,243 things it found wrong with my system. If you want, you can get a free download that'll find a bunch of stuff, but maybe not clean them up. It'll find them for you, but then say, if you want to clean them up, give us a little money. But for $25-30, that's worth having a system that's clean and runs so much better. And you don't have to worry about finding all the, losing your credit card numbers, or having your emails go crazy, or having your system slow down so much you can't hardly use it. So if you've got issues, or you're thinking about trying to clean your system, you can do it yourself. But if you're like me, it's not worth the trouble, because you'll spend a day looking at stuff trying to figure it out with the internet. Or just download CCleaner, and I give it a double thumbs up. I think it's well worth it. Download the free one, give it a shot, see what it finds, and then see if it's worthwhile to pay for a 1-year subscription. And that's how I cleaned up my system, and it was well worth it, because I found over 2,000 bugs in the first run, and now it's running just fantastic. What the heck's happening to my hat? I'm losing my forehead. So thanks a lot. Catch you on the next video.